Hey guys, how's it going? This is Iulia Tudor with your personal development today. I cannot describe how honored I am to sit beside the most powerful entrepreneur women I've ever met in my life. And not only she's an entrepreneur, you know, she's a single mom, and she has made it to the top. I'm talking, she climbed to the top of the mountain on her own. And this is like, you're such an inspiration to me. And I think you can really empower a lot of women out there who kind of feel hopeless. And this can apply to business, this can apply to family, to your own personal development. I really want to start at how it all started. You know, we're going to try to make this not, you know, we're going to make it in a shorter clip, but I want to just grasp the key moments in your life when you decided that I'm meant for something more. I'm meant to make a big difference. Where did you start? What is your vision? How did you get here, and where are you going?
I'm going a far way. That's number one. And number two, the way how I started out from a very young age. Like, I was always a leader, I would say. From high school, I had a big demonstration in my school to change it to one shift. And principal hated me, but we got it. We got the shift done. And then from there, I worked one time with my first employment was actually with Royal Bank in Cayman Island, and I couldn't wait for that paycheck because it was too long, so I decided I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. I'm
going to go into business on my own. So I started at 18 years old. I had my first salon in Jamaica. I came to Canada in 1995, and then went through a very, very long time before I got landed, because I had to go through a long road, which I'll talk about another time. And all I know is that my strength is always take me through. My belief in God is always take me through. And I pretty much ask for things and I get it, because I go after it to get it. And I'm the type of person, I just never give up. It doesn't matter what my mom say, my daughter say, my brother, sister, anyone. It doesn't matter what anyone say. If I want something deep inside, I know I'm gonna get it. And pretty much my first business in Vancouver was at a place called the Lonsdale Key, which I was inspired by the water, so that's why I actually take it, because I'm a Pisces. I like the water, I like to be by the water. So I decided, okay, the very first time I saw the water, I didn't even look in the store, I just said yes, I want it, because it was right sitting by the water, right? So I started it from there with pretty much not even the first dollar to start off. I didn't have any money to start off, but I decided I'm going to take it. I had a friend of mine, he was a paralyzed friend of mine. He was from California, he was visiting at the time, we grew up together. And when I found the shop, I said, I actually wanted it, and he said, okay, yeah, I can lend you that money. So I said, okay, fine, that would be nice. So I went in and I paid my first deposit, and then I know for sure I have to find the rent, the first month rent.
Wow. So
this is around something around the middle of April, and I want to open the shop on the 1st of May. So I knew it was a challenge. I was going to school at the time, I was studying nursing, and I decided, okay, you know, I want to definitely have my own business, even if I'm going to be a nurse, right? So I did my first 3 years, and I was done with the first 3 years, and I go like, I got to make money before I go back to school. So I went out and I found the shop, and I decided I was going to start. I had no conditioner, no shampoo, no nothing, but I decided I was going to start. So I decided, you know, I'm going to pray, because I'm a big believer in that. So I started to pray to God about it, and I started to challenge him. If you know this is for me, let it happen. So right. I decided, okay, you know what, I'm going to do this, right? I remember in very detail, I remember I got up one night, in the middle of the morning, actually it was like about 5 in the morning, I got a message that came to me, free human hair extensions with the purchase of the hair, right? And I kind of think about it, jump up my sleep, and I wrote it down. I was really tired, so didn't remember about it in the morning. I knew I did something, but I didn't know, right? I couldn't remember what I did, so I go ahead and I said, okay, what am I gonna do? Like, I only had like about 7 days left.
Wow.
So I decided, okay, I gotta do this. How am I gonna do this? So I remember I dreamt something, and I was looking around my bed to find what I written down, and I found it, and what I got from it, I envisioned it, and I realized it can work. So I decided I was gonna do it, right? My rent that I actually accumulate for my first month, I was forced to take it to the next level by buying the ear extension. So when I actually decided, okay, you know what, should I be doing this? And I felt like God was talking to me that I have to do it. And I said, are you crazy? I can't use my rent. So I was, pretty much battling with God right there, saying, no, I can't do that. I'm not stupid. I'm gonna bounce my rent. And he was like, be still and know I'm God. I go like, I know you're God, but you ain't gonna trick me. Like, I'm not gonna use my rent, right?
Wow.
And I decided, okay, in the morning, in the evening, afternoon, I felt a little bit better about it, and I decided to call my girlfriend. She was living in New York, and I said, I want you to buy ear extension from me. And she said, yeah, I work in the shop. And I go like, oh yeah, I forget you work in that ear extension shop. In that way, I felt that it was meant to be. So I went ahead and I bought it.
You had no idea that she even had that connection.
I didn't have no idea. No, I just felt when she said that, I said, you know what? I think this is meant to be. So I said to God, I'm gonna do this. But if you ever make my first month rent bounce, I'm not gonna believe in you again, right?
Oh my gosh!
So I did that, and I felt good about it, and I did that. So, the very first week I went to the North Shore newspaper. I put an ad in the paper. I will get to that later and let you know how I did that. So I put an ad in the paper. I demonstrate what we were doing, and then from there, we were believing. Okay, I was believing it was gonna happen anyway. Because once I believe in something, I'm gonna go for it. So I believe it was gonna happen. So. My girlfriend was coming from New York. She was coming with the hair. She came to Canada like about the 29th actually of April, and we were supposed to open on the 1st of May. So while I was on the way to the airport on the 29th, that newspaper was supposed to come out, right? So I was wondering, in the morning I didn't hear anything, in the evening, in the afternoon I didn't hear anything, no calls. And
when was your rent due?
Pardon me?
When was your rent due? So you had...
Yeah, this is the 29th of April. We were moving in on the 1st, and they were moving out. So we were supposed to start on the 1st.
Wow.
So I decided, okay, I guess this is going to work. So I get up in the morning, was listening for those phone calls.
Right.
Because the newspaper came out on the 29th.
Right.
So I was listening for the phone calls. I get no phone calls. So I turned to God and said, you're quiet. I realize you're quiet, but I use my rent. I did believe you're God, right? So... I went and I did that, and was going to the airport when I got the first call, like about 12:30, and a lady, she said to me, do you have an ad in the paper? And I said, yeah. I said, who is this? And she said, oh, I'm from the shop you're supposed to move into. And I said, okay. And she said, my God, this phone has been going off like crazy. And I said, are they calling there? People calling there? And she said, actually, yeah, a lot of people this morning, but I didn't know that you had an ad in the paper. The owner told her that it gotta be me.
Wow. So
then she said, okay. And I said, do you have the newspaper? And she said, she can get one downstairs. So she went downstairs to get one in the newspaper. And I said, is my cell number in there? And she said, no, it wasn't.
Oh my God.
So the newspaper forget to put my cell phone, even though I tell them that's the first number I need on it, right?
So God wasn't really quiet.
Yeah,
he was working behind the scenes.
Definitely wasn't quiet. And it turns out that they refunded me that $800 for the newspaper.
Wow.
But after that, my phone started to go off like crazy. Like literally crazy. I was driving to the airport. I have to be pulling over every 5 minutes or so, trying to book appointment.
Wow.
And then I realized, okay, this is gonna be crazy. So my girlfriend came from the airport. She came in the car. I gave her the paper and the pen, and I said, just write. Answer the phone and just write. So we started to write.
Yeah.
And I'll take you to the next level on my next interview.
Wow.
Nice.
So you guys, my main takeaway here is believe.
Yeah.
Even when the evidence is not there in front of you, there is something happening that is off your radar. And it is your belief that will push you through the times that, even though you can't see the light of the tunnel. And she kept her belief strong, and things are working behind the scenes, and they're working pretty damn well. Stay tuned, because there's going to be a lot of empowering stories of her journey in business in the past 30 years. This is a strong empowerment movement for women out there that really want to make it. Follow Zowie Samuels. I'm going to post her link below, and you cannot miss this, because I'm telling you, link with her, and with her knowledge and her vision and her empowerment, she will take you to the top.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Ciao for now, you guys. Follow me on my blog here at iuliatudor.com, and we'll catch you next time.
Yay.